Khan Academy. Anyone can learn anything with adaptive technology. So what is adaptive learning? Smart Sparrow says that adaptive learning is the process of customizing learning that addresses the unique needs of an individual, not a one-size-fits-all approach. Kathy Davidson goes on to add that the industrial age needed top-down, multiple-choice approach to teaching. The employees they needed did an extremely limited amount of intellectual tasks. But today's employers need innovative employees that are problem solvers, and they need creators. But the problem is that teachers have limited time to prepare lessons. Looking through data is time-consuming. Preparing those highly individualized lessons takes a lot of time. Our job requires more attention to the individual needs of students than ever before. We have to find the best solutions to give students a meaningful education. So what's the solution? According to BritishCouncil.org, adaptive technology is defined as technology that provides different products for different users and evolves along with their needs. Khan Academy provides teachers with the ability to give their students an individualized educational plan. Khan Academy is a nonprofit that wants to offer a free education to anyone, anywhere. They use their platform to offer learners a personalized learning experience in a variety of subjects. Learners can sign up for a free course with or without a teacher's request. The learners then take an assessment to identify gaps in a particular subject. Khan Academy sets them on a path to achieve their learning goal, all the while offering positive feedback and remediation. Teachers that assign Khan Academy to a student can further customize their student's learning path and document their progress. So using Khan Academy in the math classroom. As you can observe from this graph, studies show that students that use Khan Academy for a minimum of 30 minutes a week, regardless of demographics, perform at the 58th percentile, as opposed to the 50th percentile for students who do not use Khan Academy. Khan Academy allows teachers to choose from a variety of popular curriculums and state standards. It suggests beginning with a Get Ready for Grade Level course to begin. This will identify and remediate gaps in a student's learning that would prohibit them from achieving on a grade level success. Then once a student reaches 90% mastery in the Get Ready for Grade Level course, they are ready to begin the grade level course mastery. Teachers should work with students to set short-term course mastery goals. Completing course mastery can be intimidating. As the year progresses, teachers should continuously review the skills report to see where students are struggling. Students that perform at 90% or better in the course challenge should begin immediately on grade level content. So what's some innovative tech at Khan Academy? Davidson writes, "But if learning is the issue, and especially learning in an age of information abundance, then we have to unlearn that old model. It's holding us back." She goes on to tell us that Khan Academy has some of the world's best AI scientists studying what people do and don't get the first, second, and third times, so that we can unlearn the previous understanding and future students will receive a highly customized, individualized learning instruction geared to their particular habits, and even able to point out bad habits and offer other specific corrections to them in order to accelerate and deepen their learning. I've been using Khan Academy in my classroom for about 8 years. After I get a feel for my students, I can see that some of them behind and some are ahead. I can see some love personal teacher-to-student interaction, and some prefer an off-the-record approach to learning mathematics. I find that my gifted and higher-level students really prefer the ability to whiz through a lesson. I just assign them the unit, and they log in and work as much as they feel comfortable. Sometimes they watch the instructional videos, while most of the time they just prefer to attempt the assignment and observe that feedback. They really enjoy that fast pace. And there's a report there showing some of my current students and their mastery of different units. And they didn't start those units until maybe a couple of months ago.
Good morning. Differentiation is super important because not everyone is at the same level. We have kids who are way up there and we have kids that are way down there, and I'm trying to teach here in the middle. Okay, so the ones who are very high level are bored. The ones that are real down here, they're getting frustrated because they're not getting it. But Khan Academy has given me a little bit of an edge here of trying to meet those needs.
Everyone works at a different level, like a different pace, and this is pretty much at your own pace.
Khan Academy frees me up to be able to work with kids at all levels, pretty much all at the same time. because I can group those kids and allow them to work on a higher level or remediate while I've got students doing other things.
And then what's the principal? Specifically for reteaching and remediation, I look at my reports a lot. I use data a lot to drive my instruction and to drive what I need to reteach.
It helps me monitor a little bit closer as opposed to just assume that everyone is correct. It tells me exactly where that student is. It tells me how many attempts they have done it specifically. So there's real data telling me, hey, this student is getting it wrong. Let's say a student is missing on integers. I can assign it just for that one kid, and I can monitor it that way. And it's beautiful because then they could be like, wait a minute, you're missing this idea. And I get to see what they're doing wrong, or I can actually help intervene at that point.
For differentiation, after I assign an assignment and the kids have submitted it, I will go into the reports tab and I can look at the scores of each individual student based on that assignment. And then from there, I can create those small groups that I need to go back and review. And I can see which questions they missed or what standards they missed. So I know, okay, this group of students needs to work on this specific standard. Or these students need to work on procedural fluency. Another group might be they're working on just comprehension on word problems. Like that's big for a lot of them.
When I'm looking to differentiate, there will be times where I might pull a small group aside and have them work on a set of problems or watch a video from Khan Academy while we're working on an extension activity with another group who has demonstrated knowledge of that given standard. Khan Academy really allows for a small group to be working on their own, even without an instructor right by their side, because of the way that we can see that they're doing what we want them to do.
I have a student who has gone up 3 or 4 grade levels above what I teach algebra. And that's amazing. And he is content, he is happy. He also engages in my lesson, which is good. And then you have students who are maybe 2 or 3 grades below, and I'm even able to go ahead and assign 2 or 3 grade levels at their own level. And they're able to do it, and they feel successful. Because then that way I'm not losing them, and that's what I want.